recording this and I'll share my screen. Okay, guys, so, and I'm gonna time myself so I make sure not to talk too much. But okay, so first off, I just wanted to say thanks for tuning in. Actually, I'm going to change this real quick. So we can still see my notes. Okay, so I do have notes, so just bear with me that these are gonna be at the bottom here. Okay. So first things first is I just kind of want to thank all of you for tuning in. I know that you guys are probably also thinking like, why did we invite you? What did we do? It seems so crazy because we work on social media, right? And that's really just like why I wanted to bring you guys all here together, because really what started from my living room, just being on Instagram and following somebody has turned into like one of the coolest things I've literally ever done with my life. So I just want to thank you so much. The biggest thing here is just have an open mind. We are not socially awkward people. We know that you've been reached out to by other companies like this. So if anything, take it as a compliment. I promise you, I was not reached out to about coaching. Nobody came forward to me and asked me to join their team or to join an accountability group or anything like that. I really sought the opportunity. So it blows my mind sometimes when people just don't get it. And that's really why I wanted to share this with you. I'm just kind of walk you through like the day in the life of a coach. So just have an open mind, have an open heart. The worst thing that happens is you meet some cool people along the way and you know what else is available to you out there. We're not going to touch on everything. One of the biggest things being how we earn money in this business, because it can be complicated. There's so many amazing ways to make incredibly right now surreal incomes. So we're not going to super duper touch on that. However, after this, whoever it was, the coach that invited you, they will set up a call with you or a Facebook message chat, and you guys can go a little bit in depth with how all of that works. Okay, so I'm just going to start by sharing my story and why I'm here. So this picture up here in the top left is November 27th of 2015. It was the day that I signed up to be a coach. It was 6 months after I had looked into the opportunity. At the time, basically my story kind of starts back in high school. My sophomore year of high school, I was in a really crappy relationship. I'm sure none of us have ever had any of those. So I was in a really bad relationship. He was just kind of a douchebag and just really made me not like myself. And so I pretty much just dove headfirst into an eating disorder. It happened super fast. I'd always been around 150 pounds. I have literally deleted almost all of those photos during a very bad stage of my life. I try to find some to show you guys I actually was a lot different looking than I am right now. But I didn't play any sports. So I ran track and field. He kind of was my motivation to be like, F you. I'm, not a fat person. I'm going to show you. Well, I showed him too much, and I ended up losing about 40 pounds in a 2-month period. I was around 97 pounds as a senior in high school. So my eating disorder went on all through college. I didn't have friends. I had like 2 friends. I hated myself. I hated life. I hated happy people. I just didn't understand what the big deal about life was, to be honest with you. So I met my now boyfriend, Ben, this weirdo down here, and we've been dating for 6 years now. And basically, we just picked a spot on the map and moved. So I graduated with a communication and a French degree. I'm not doing anything with either of those. And I got down to Wilmington, North Carolina, and just kind of drew a line in the sand. I was done being controlled by food and not liking myself. I was putting so much time into hating Emily than the time I could have put into like actually liking myself for 5 seconds. So I got a personal training certification. I thought, it's going to be the coolest job. It's like tell people I'm a personal trainer. Like, who doesn't want to do that? So huge eye opener. We ended up moving home. My dad had a heart attack. So we came home, found a really cool job at a small personal training studio. Quickly learned that it is not all it's cracked up to be. It is worse than a 9-to-5 corporate job because you are working all the time. You are working when people aren't at their job, and then you're working when they are at their job. So my life literally was, I was at a studio at 4:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. So when I tell you that everyone thinks, oh, personal trainers get to work out, I didn't even want to look at a dumbbell by the time I was done training people. And just more than that, the pay sucks. The hours suck. You're tied to a building. There was just no freedom other than I got to wear yoga pants. That was literally like the freedom that I was allowed to exercise. So I just kind of was like, I need to get out of this. So I started branding myself on social media. And I realized that, oh my God, there's like 4 billion other girls that are trying to brand herself on social media right now. And I didn't know what made me different. I hadn't really ever sat down and thought about it. Nobody ever really asked me those things. So I really just started following a girl. I started following this chick right here. Her name is Amy Reelman. And to be honest, she kind of pissed me off. I was mad that she didn't have any certifications. She had no health and fitness background. She just was like talking to people, being a nice person, and inviting them to do what she was doing. So I didn't purposefully reach out to Amy for 6 months because I didn't know what Beachbody was. Lo and behold, I had never really heard of it. I'd heard of P90X, that was it. And I didn't want to reach out to her because I knew she was going to reach back out to me. And I didn't want to be a part of one of those companies. So I followed her. And in the 6 months that I followed her, Amy's income had increased $800 a week. I wasn't even making $800 a week, let alone her income increased $800 a week. I was like, all right, I'm throwing my hands in the air. I'm not going to be stubborn anymore. What do you do? Fast forward, I became a coach the first time that we ever talked. And that's pretty much been it from there. So this was November 27th, 2015 when I signed up. I'll kind of go a little bit into all of this. Let me make sure that I do have all my talking points hit here as far as that goes. Yeah, so basically in the time now that I've been a coach, one of the biggest things I talk about is I love to travel. I'm here to find that girl that wants to travel the world, that genuinely wants to help other people, that is tired of feeling negatively and down about herself, and just to give her that hope that there is more out there than selling your soul and your life over to a building and to work for somebody else's dream. So this was in Nashville this past summer. This was at my first Beachbody Summit. Explain that a little bit later. This was last March, so about a year ago. I was invited to our Success Club trip. I'll explain what Success Club is then. And this is really where I fell in love with Beachbody. It was being here, and I just said to myself, the next time I come here, I'm going to have my own coaches here. I want them to experience this and to see that this is so much more than a shake and DVDs. Okay, so what the hell is Beachbody? So if you're well, actually, let me go back. I do want you guys to meet one of my coaches. So I've been a coach now for a year and 4 months. All of my coaches that had originally been with me during most of this process are now gone. And I will give you the 4 reasons as to why people aren't here after they sign up, why they give up, and why they're not successful in this business. But there's something about certain people that just get it. And Sam is one of those people. And I actually met her through social media. Facebook is a really beautiful thing if you're using it the right ways. So Sam, if you want to unmute yourself and just share your 2 to 3 minute story, feel free.
Hi guys. I just wanted to introduce myself to everybody and then also take a few minutes just to kind of explain my story and personally how I got involved with Beachbody. So about 6 months ago now, I signed up with Beachbody as a challenger. So I did not go into it wanting to coach. I didn't, that wasn't my game plan from the beginning. I went into it thinking I was going to get some tips and, I was going to lose weight and I was going to find kind of like a support group kind of thing. But what I ended up finding was so much more than that. And I truly fell in love with the company, fell in love with the products, and then took it upon myself to become a coach also. So 3 things that I just wanted to briefly touch on that I really, really love about this company, and that, the opportunity that this company has offered me. And the first thing is that this company, Beachbody, can be used as a vehicle to get to your end destination. So even if like health and fitness isn't something that you freaking love, and you don't wake up in the morning wanting to like bang out like 2 hours of working out, because that's not me. I don't love working out. But I do love the opportunity that this job gives to me to make other women healthy, and to, make people have healthy eating habits and stuff like that. Another thing that I really, really love about Beachbody is the financial freedom, like Emily was talking about, that I see, top 10 coaches, or I see people who have been doing this for years and years, and they just like have all this money. And it's ridiculous to kind of think that people can have that much money just from helping people. I got a college degree in helping animals, and that kind of doesn't give you any money. So it's really nice to kind of see people profiting from doing something really, really good. Last thing that I feel like I really, really, really love about Beachbody is that what you put into it is what you get out of it. So you can kind of, you're not like working for the man anymore. It's your time, and you can use your time to do what you want, and then you get out of it what you put into it. So for me, traveling is something that I love, something that's been a dream of mine for my entire life. And it's never really been something that like realistically I thought I could spend my life doing. But now that I have Beachbody and I've been presented with this opportunity, I know that it is possible. So that's pretty much everything that I have.
Thanks, babe. Loved it. And it was funny because when I had first reached out to Sam, she was like, no, I'm not interested. And I was like, oh, but I really like you, and I know that you just don't get it yet. And it was really after that, and I just reached out to her, and I was like, you're posting more than I'm posting in my own group. So do you like want to coach? And she was like, yeah, sure. Like I'm only working 3 other jobs, but yeah, like let's add this to the plate. I'm like, okay, cool. I like that. All right. So going back to this. Okay. So thumbs up. Can you guys see the screen? Okay, cool. So what the hell is Beachbody? This was something that was really important to me to know. Biggest thing is all of the companies that I applied to after college, and I'm kind of embarrassed to say this number, but I'm going to say it anyway because I don't think I'm a dumb person. I applied to 63 jobs with my communication degree. And I had 4 interviews. I think I had about 7 responses over like a 6-month period. I'm a hard worker. I was very determined to climb a corporate ladder. Like, give me a ladder and I will climb that. But I just didn't find something that I liked. So anyway, I love how Beachbody started. Basically, Carl Deichler is the CEO of this company. He is such a cool guy, and I've been really lucky to have met him a couple times. I even have a handwritten note from him, which made me bawl my eyes out. Basically, he was in college. He was out in California. Him and his college roommate were super into health and fitness. They really wanted to create a marketing plan that would get people to fall in love with it the way that they had. So as they're going through this, they're trying to like create something. They're like, well, we need somebody. We need like a big face or a big name. And at the time, Tony Horton wasn't anybody. Nobody knew who Tony Horton was. He was a personal trainer, just trying to make it. Basically, Carl and him teamed up. They created something that you've probably heard of, P90X. Okay, so they created that, and it was a hit. People were loving it. They were going online in chat forums through like Yahoo, if that's even still around, and whatever else, and they were connecting. They were building these communities online, sharing, hey, this is the workout I did today, or that shit kicked my ass. Like it was really hard, or whatever it might have been. And when they were going to sell it to large corporations like Walmart and Target and Kmart, people were reaching out and saying, I've had so many friends see success on this program, and I've referred them to your product. I want to get compensated for this. Hence, coaches, right? So instead of it just being some other DVD, like Jillian Michaels DVD, even though I do love her, I have to be honest, I'm kind of obsessed. They just put that stuff on DVD on shelves in stores, and it's just one more thing that you just buy, right? And guys, it's not the program, it's not the fitness, it's not the nutrition. It's, are you actually going to stick with it? I believe anything works. It's just, is it maintainable? Do you enjoy it enough? And do you have enough support and accountability to show up every day to it? So they built this community, people were seeing results, and they decided to do pretty much a referral system. The people that were seeing results were sharing their progress through YouTube channels, just sharing their results on YouTube videos. From there, people started following them, asking what programs they were doing, how were they getting these results, and then that's when coaching started and came about. It has evolved so much. So P90X is really where it all started. From there, you've probably heard of the 21-Day Fix, PiYo, Size, Insanity, anything like that. Those are all amazing Beachbody programs designed by personal trainers that care about you actually getting results, but doing it efficiently and doing it in a manageable time. So pretty much then the next thing is, what does it take to be a coach? Like what is coaching? What do we do? And it really comes down to 4 vital behaviors. I think the problem is that everyone gets ready to get started, and it really just comes down to just start. So we have 4 vital behaviors as coaches. The first vital behavior is being proof of the product, right? It's so important that you fall in love with what this company has to offer. So I'm going to get into this a little bit later, but one of those products is a workout program, like literally falling in love with a workout program. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to work out every day. I would hands down rather eat a whole pizza than work out. But I love the feeling that working out gives me. And because I have an accountability group, I'm literally inviting people to do these programs with me. That is what gets me to show up every day. Because otherwise, I really wouldn't. As a personal trainer, I was very inconsistent in working out. I had this front on that I did it all the time. I maybe worked out twice a week. Now, my first vital behavior every day is I have to be proof of the product. I have to work out so that my mind's in the right place and so that I can honestly, genuinely tell you, I'm doing this. This is what I like about it, and this is why I think you will like it as well. The other proof of the product is drinking Shakeology. I'm sure that you've reached out to you about it. I'm sure you've heard of it. I'm sure that you think it's a protein shake or that you don't really know anything about it. Hands down was my biggest hesitation about coaching. I didn't want to sell a shake. I don't believe in drinking meals, and everything these days is just filled with preservatives and crap. So I was like, nope, it's not for me. I can't do that. So I stopped being so stubborn and I looked into it. One of the coolest things about our team is very different from other teams, guys. You have to keep in mind, most teams don't even do things like this, okay? So I had a lot of training on Shakeology. It's something that's optional. I obviously would encourage it. But for me personally, the difference in Shakeology, and I have a little smoothie bowl up here to show you a picture of it, is that it has completely helped me to stop taking a probiotic and digestive enzyme. I have severe problems with indigestion. Yay me. So this is something that has helped to replace pills. It's something that has 70 plus superfoods in it. It is one of the best products. I am so proud to talk about it. Before, when I didn't know anything about it, I was petrified. Now I can talk about it all day long. And it's something that we'll get into later, once this becomes something that you're interested in. One of the other vital behaviors is personal development. Hands down the biggest game changer of this business. If I were to stop coaching today, I would never stop reading personal development. Currently, right now, I'm reading the book, Get Over Your Damn Self. Pretty much going from working a 9-to-5 job and thinking that this is my life, woe is me, and saying things like, I wish, to, yes, you can live on an island if you want to. Just show up every day, do something for yourself, and don't stop until you get to where you're going. The coolest thing about coaching, especially when you're on a team that actively is working, that's actively growing and progressing every single day, we have very simple systems. All you have to do is do what we do. If this is a learn as you go and an earn as you learn business. So I'll repeat that again. It's learning as you go. You earn as you go. And basically what that means is that, you start off in a fitness group. That's really what we do. We all started off in a fitness group of some sort with a fitness program, drinking Shakeology. We fell in love with it. We fell in love with the results. We fell in love with the community. We fell in love with how Shakeology made us feel. And we saw that these programs were actually getting us results in 20 to 40 minutes. Not driving to a gym, not waiting for equipment, and not, if you're in a New England state like today, getting stuck inside on a snow day. There's no excuses. There's always something for you to do. So, let's see. What I also love about this is that the simple system is like, so many people probably never thought that you could start your own business. Why? You need to have a building. You need to take out a massive loan. You need to have a business model designed. You need to have an HR department. You need to have a hiring manager, staff. You need to have training modules and training manuals. It's a lot of effing work and a lot of effing money and a lot of effing time to do that. The coolest part for you is that all that shit's already been made. It's already been made. All you have to do is say yes, and then we teach you what to do. You don't have to build a business from the ground up. It's already here. All you have to do is be yourself, yet put a flair on it. I am not Beachbody. I don't post Beachbody anywhere, honestly, on my Facebook and Instagram page because I'm not defined by Beachbody. I am Emily. I happen to use these products, but more than all of that, I teach millennials how to break free of the 9-to-5 grind. I teach them how to live and love a life of adventure and travel. I help them overcome eating disorders, depression, and any battle that they've been facing with anxiety and stress. And I help them to love themselves from the inside out. That is what I do. I just happen to do it with a workout program and an awesome superfood shake. So, scrolling down. Okay. So I was kind of apprehensive if I wanted to touch on this stuff, but I do think it's important because I think that most of us are thinking these things. So the coolest thing about this business is that you can't make money unless you help other people make money. So a lot of companies, I'm not going to sit here and like bash other MLMs because I know some amazing women that are working in them. But the problem is that they're front loading companies. I am just going to shout out some just so that in case you guys don't know what these are, like Herbalife and Advocare and It Works and Mary Kay. The whole idea behind that is there's a lot of short-term goals in your first week that earns you a lot of money. But then the problem is that you're stagnant after that. They hook you in because you make $200 in your first week. But it's only because you're recruiting people, right? So a lot of the times when I reach out to people, I say to them, I make no money off of you signing up to become a coach. Nothing at all. I have to physically train you to work this business. And it doesn't matter even if I train you. You have to work this business for me to ever see or gain financial benefit from you. And that to me is the coolest thing about Beachbody. It's not recruit massive numbers. It is find your niche, find your tribe, grow with them and help them succeed, because at the end of the day, if I don't help you succeed, I don't succeed. So I really do find that it is like 4 things that prevent people from being successful in businesses like this. So, one of the things is that this is so simple. And I think one of the biggest questions is most of us know somebody in network marketing, or we know someone that was in it and tried it, but it didn't work for them. And so it makes us wonder, like, why are some people earning 6+ figures and other people aren't? And it really comes down to 4 things, in my opinion. 1, they're not coachable. This business is so simple, guys. I literally give you what to do every day. But if you don't do it, I can't make you do it. And the coolest thing about it is that it all starts with figuring out what's your day-to-day life look like. I'm not going to give you 4 hours of stuff to do if you have 1 hour to do it. I'm going to give you 1 hour of stuff to do so that you're effective and you're productive in that time and you're moving forward. You're not doing all the fluffy stuff. You're actually working a business in 1 hour a day. The problem is that most of us and a lot of us are proud about the things that we've achieved. We're proud about our college or high school degrees. We're proud about the job that we have climbed up into and whatnot. And so we're stubborn and we think that we know the better way to do it and whatnot. Don't reinvent the wheel. The wheel's already been invented. take the wheel and make the wheel pretty and put your own flair on it. The second thing is they don't treat it like a business. If you treat this like a hobby, you're going to get paid like a hobby. If you treat it like a business, you'll get paid like a business. And the biggest thing I can go off about that and say is that scrolling through Facebook is not working a business. It is following a list, working from a list, and sitting down and doing that every single day. If you have 30 minutes to put into this business, that's all you have. If you have 5 hours to put into this business, you know what, and those are your goals, then you can do that too. But you really have to be clear on what are your goals, how fast do you want to achieve those goals, and then what are the tasks you have to do every day to get to that point. And all of this comes from your first coach call. You're not supposed to know any of this stuff. We literally walk you through this process. Number 3 is people aren't willing to get uncomfortable. I'll be honest and say that I had 20,000 emotional breakdowns when I first started coaching. If somebody didn't respond to me, if somebody unfriended me, if somebody yelled at me for messaging them or whatever it might be. And then I started reading personal development, and it really made me see that, oh, you just need a good book too. And, no, you're really not like this mad in life, but you're just like me. You don't like happy people because you're not happy yourself. And it's hard for a lot of us to acknowledge and accept that, but those of us that do end up achieving the things we want to in life. So you're going to have to get uncomfortable. I remember the first time I went live on Facebook, and you guys are probably like, oh, if you go live one more time, I'm going to kill you. I remember the first time I went live, I was like literally shaking. I was sweating from every pore in my body. I stuttered, and I didn't even post it. That's the cool thing about live video. You don't have to post it. So I went live, and then I just deleted it. I was like, I just can't do that yet. And the last thing is they're just not hungry enough. And I don't mean like literally hungry like they want a burger and french fries. I'm talking about hungry for life. For me right now, I am like starving for this opportunity. And what else did I have here? So like for me, my debt is like looming over me every single day. My student loan debt, the last credit card that I have, little things like that. And it's just like, it weighs on me, right? So for me personally, I think that it really comes down to you need to find something that pulls you or something that pushes you. Okay, so something that pulls you is something that excites you, something that you want out of life. So something personally that pulls me is I want to live on an island. I talk about it all the time. And why I talk about it is because in my personal development reading, they tell me affirmations and visualize. I can see the island that I live on. Geographically, I don't know where it is, but I can picture it right now, and I know that I'm going to be there by the time that I'm 30. Ideally 28, but I'm going to give myself some comfort space and say 30. So that's pulling me every day. When I wake up and it's effing 20 inches of snow outside and I hate winter, I've had it for 26 years, I'm over it now, that's pulling me. Like, oh, I want to get out of here. I'm tired of the cold. I want to wake up every day and it be sunny and hot, and I want to swim and whatever. And then something that pushes me every day is my debt. I don't want any debt, because right now, every dollar that I make, anything that I earn, that's not my money. That's my student loan money. That's my credit card debt. It's not mine. And until we are living debt free, you're not free. That's not your income. That's not your money. It's somebody else's. And that pushes me to show up every single day in this business. So this kind of all ties in to, I'm going to pull this down a little bit. Okay, so, but the problem is that most of us never even get to this point where we're not coachable, or where we're not treating it like a business, or where we're not willing to get uncomfortable. And it's because of these fears, or of these 3 things, but it really does come down to one thing. So in my opinion, if you're like everybody else, you are worrying that either you don't have the money to do this, or you're not going to have the money to maintain a business. The other thing is you fear you don't have the time to put into this. You fear that you're going to want to put more time than you actually have, or you're just like every other human being and you have no sense of time management. Why? Because we're not taught really anything useful that we need in school. But it really does come down to just your fear. It's your fear of what this costs. It's your fear that you won't make money. It's your fear that this is too time consuming. It's your fear that you don't have the time to do this. To put it into perspective, I had 3 jobs when I took on coaching. I was up at 4:30 a.m. I had a break from 11 to 3. I worked on coaching in between then. And then from 3 till 8, I went and managed a gym part-time. From 8 until 2 in the morning, 4 nights a week, I was a cocktail server in downtown Harrisburg. You have the time. I didn't really have the time. I could have totally gone home, laid down, complained about my life, sat at home, ate, went and got a beer between work, whatever. But I didn't. I went home because I'm like, I can't do this life forever. So something has to change. And lo and behold, life doesn't just change for you guys. You have to change something, and then your life will change. So for me, it was, no, I know mentally, yes, I have the time to do this. But right now, is it a priority to me? And at that point, it was. My back was against a wall. I was exhausted. I couldn't go another day working those shifts. So that's when I was like, this is going to suck for a while, but I'm going to dive into coaching. And 6 months later, I was able to quit all of those jobs. I quit my personal training job. I quit my part-time gym managing job. And instead of cocktail serving, I just started part-time serving. It was easy money. I could leave work at work, come home, and work on my business. So you just need to get over that fear. And first off, know that everybody has said all of these things. I'm not throwing money and time out here just out of my ass. I'm throwing it out here because I've been a coach for a year and a half, and I hear the same thing every day. Nobody has time because they work too much. But then they also don't have any money. But it's like, okay, so if you don't have any money, why are you working so much? Or you're just in the wrong job. That's really what it does come down to. So finding what pushes you and finding what pulls you, one of the coolest activities that we'll do for all new coaches is we figure out your why. Okay, what is your why? What is more important to you every day to show up and work on your business than sitting down and watching a show that you can record and watch any other time of the day? Than sitting down on the couch and snacking away and pretending that life is everything that you want it to be. You know, what is more important to you to achieve in life, to have in life? And for some of us, it's just to not do anything, right? I feel like so many of us are overworked and overwhelmed with life that we just want to chill out and relax. You're never going to have that lifestyle until you become the boss of your own life. And I do want to preface this before we go over any further and let you know that you don't have to hate what you do to become a coach. For example, Sam is the perfect example right now. Sam has 2 other jobs on top of coaching. She loves her dog grooming business. She's not going to stop that. That's what she loves to do. I know so many other women that are personal trainers and still do that on top of this. I never loved personal training that much. I really did it to overcome my eating disorder. And then when I found this opportunity, I was like, God damn, I wish I didn't spend all the money on personal training and instead invested that into this. Okay, so kind of getting into like the core of everything. So what do we do and how do we do it? So the first thing is we are proof of the product. Guys, it's really number one, proof of the product. So that is a vital behavior. We work out every day, most of the time. We drink Shakeology and we post about it on social media so that you see us actually doing it. And we do that for 2 reasons. One, you don't ever feel like you're being sold to because we're actually doing what you would be doing. It's the same thing if you were to go to a movie and see an awesome movie like, oh my God, Beauty and the Beast is coming out in 3 days, right? So you go see that movie and you come home and you're telling your best friends about it, like, oh my God, Hermione or Emma Watson is like amazing, you have to go see that. You're not selling, in your head, you're not like, I'm taking my friend's money because she has to pay for the movie ticket, right? You're like, it was a good movie, I liked it, I paid for it, you will like it, so go and pay for it. That's all it comes down to. You can relate that to anything. You say somebody, you like their dress, they're going to tell you what store they got it at. Is that selling? I mean, I guess kind of they're selling the store, but you don't ever feel like you're selling a friend. If you like something, you're sharing it. Everybody buys anything anyway, guys. Help them buy something they're actually gonna use. Okay, so basically from sharing on social media, we invite people to join us. And by posting on social media, we can simply say, hey, I have no idea if you've seen any of my posts, but I am really passionate about running accountability groups for like-minded people, and I just felt like this is something you would also really love. If I were to share how this all works, would you be open to just having a conversation about it? Super, super relaxed and laid back, right? Nothing crazy, no salesy, no fear or anything like that. we invite people to join us on this journey. So what we do is we run accountability groups. They are private groups, all done through Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, we also have an app that you can do this from. And we just invite people to this group. They order a workout program with Shakeology through us. It's really nice because they come together. So you are offering them fitness, nutrition, and support. Those are the keys to success. When you go to a gym, you only get fitness. If you want a personal trainer there, that's extra. If you want nutrition, you're going to a completely different building to talk to a registered dietitian or a nutritionist. That shit gets very, very expensive. Okay, so we invite them to come with us. We bring them into an accountability group. We offer meal plans. There's a million wonderful stay-at-home moms that have created all of these beautiful meal plans, all on Pinterest, that you can take advantage of. Pinterest, YouTube, and Google are your BFF in this business. So pretty much from there, we just support them. We encourage them. We're there when they have questions, there when they're struggling. We're there when they want to start a new workout program. You just become their friend. That's really all it is. And then let me see what else I have from here. So from there, when they're having a great experience in the group, they just naturally want to pay it forward. People will reach out and say things to you like, I think that my sister would really benefit from this. She's tried diet after diet after diet, and the no carb thing doesn't work, and the low fat thing doesn't work, and the high protein diet, it's all very confusing and whatnot. And that's when I say, well, instead of referring her to me, why don't you sign up as a coach and she can order through you instead? That is how simple this business is. And then from there, you teach them what we've taught you, and it just is duplicatable at that point. So really the first couple of steps here are, you would say yes, right? So I guess I'll get to that in a second. Let me see what's next. Okay, so you say yes, and you automatically receive a new coach welcome letter. The first thing, guys, is I know that a lot of you fear that you're going to sign up for something like this and you don't know what you're doing. That's perfect. I hope that you don't know what you're doing, because now you're coachable, you're teachable, right? And you'll get a welcome letter. So don't feel like you sign up and you're left alone. Like everyone pieces out. That's not how it works. Because if anything, this is all just the beginning. You get a fun welcome letter, and in that welcome letter, you're going to have a coach checklist. This is how we get to know you. What do you struggle with in life? What are you excited about in life? What do you want to achieve from this? What are your biggest fears? What are you most looking forward to? If you could wave a wand over your life right now, what money would you be earning? Where would you be living? What lifestyle would you be living? What time would you be waking up every day? How many pets would you have? Kids, if you want kids. What kind of vacations would you be going on? That 1 week vacation to the beach that's 3 hours away and the only place you can afford to go to, or to take your family to a 5-star resort in Bali just because you effing can. All of that is talked about in your new coach checklist. From there, we're going to make a cute little picture of you and welcome you to our private team page. We are the Island of Warriors. The reason I named it that is I'm not really a team person. I mean, I'm a team player all day, but I didn't really want like a team blah. So I'm the Island of Warriors, or we are the Island of Warriors. And the reason being is I love travel. I want to live on an island. I'm a beach girl every day, all day if I could. And then Warriors is because if you guys are on Instagram, one of the biggest searched hashtags for eating disorders is ED Warrior. And it's just something I've met some really amazing people because of it. And so it just kind of naturally fit. From there, we have team calls, weekly team calls. So like I say all the time, we are not like most coaches. There is so much training available to you. It's just a matter of you plugging in. So it really just starts with you on your health and fitness journey. You sharing that with people, you inviting that, or you inviting them to do what we're doing, them falling in love with it, and then us together as a team teaching them how to do all of those things. Okay? So then as a new coach, you're going to get a welcome letter. You're going to get a checklist. From there, you're going to be welcomed to the team page. We'll do a getting started right phone call, figuring out what are your goals? What do you do every day in your normal job? And then where can we fit coaching into those pockets? We call those power hours. Okay, so power hour is a really cool system which you literally figure out if you only have 1 hour in a day to work this business. It doesn't have to be one block. It can be 20 minutes in the morning, 20 in the afternoon, and 20 in the evening. what is most important to your business. And as your coach, I will guide you through what's most important to do in those 20 minutes that you have every single day. So you're not opening up Facebook, staring like a deer in headlights and having no idea what to do. We also have success partners. This is a really amazing part of this business. Like a workout buddy, a success partner is somebody that works a day job very similar to yours. They have the similar goals that you have, and they want to work at the same pace that you do in this business, okay? So what you guys would do is simply get on a Zoom call just like this. I play music on mine, we mute each other, and we work on our own. But it's seeing that person's face. Yes, it can sometimes be a little creepy, but seeing that person's face, it's kind of like showing up to work every day, right? If nobody was at your work, if your boss and your manager and your employee or coworkers weren't there, I bet you wouldn't show up, right? That's kind of what encourages me to show up every day, is having a success partner. And then we have these things called business activity trackers, literally keeping track of everything that you do every day. And I'll show you just how simple one looks like. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys this real quick. Let me see where I am. Okay, so this is a sample of a business activity tracker. Okay, sending out friend requests, growing your network, sending out invites. So inviting people to the workout program that you're doing. Say your goal is only 3 a day. 1, 2, 3, stop. That's all you have to do. Say if your goal is 10, there's 10. If your goal is 15, it's whatever you want to do. It's whatever you want to do. Then other than that, it's just, did you check into your fitness group? Did you comment and say, I worked out today, I drank my shake, and I read something positive? That literally takes you 35 minutes, depending on what workout program you're doing. Other than that, it's, did you reach out and start new conversations? And then pretty much from there, did you respond to anybody in your inbox? So simple. For new coaches, it's much simpler and a little different. Basically, it is, did you read personal development? Did you work out? Did you drink Shakeology? Did you invite? Okay? You can plan out your posts. You can plan out daily notes that you're taking. You can write in what you had for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can literally write out your schedule, hours, right? This business is so simple, guys. I can give you all of this. It's just a matter of, are you going to use it or not? I promise we're almost done. Okay, so like I said, I don't want to get super into detail about the income or like the business model and the income. But what I do want you to know is that you can make a lot of effing money in this company. And I think that that's what kind of makes people feel like this isn't real. For me, I had previously been in Mary Kay. And it was definitely an eye-opening experience. I realized that I don't wear makeup every day of my life, so that's not my passion. But I fell in love with the company because I love that they put women first, and I'm really all about that. Like I said, just my history of just hating myself, I don't want any other girl to ever feel like that. So for me, what I loved about in Mary Kay, I became my director's kind of like sidekick. I was a brown noser, to be honest with you. She was crazy. But anyway, I actually had to cash her weekly paychecks for her. And I think it was in a weird way supposed to encourage and motivate me to believe in that kind of income. Instead, it just kind of pissed me off because, anyway, moving forward, little things like in Mary Kay, it's not a company that most people think you can make a lot of money in, but it's network marketing, direct sales more or less. But somebody like her was earning at 26 years old, $8,000 a week. What? Fast forward, I joined Beachbody and I'm like, okay, if somebody can make that much money selling makeup and skincare, we can make a lot of money selling health and fitness products because it's kind of the biggest thing in the world right now, right? You haven't met anybody that's like, oh, nope, I love being extremely overweight and not being able to run around with my kids and being on 14 different medications. Nobody has ever said that sentence ever. But the problem, guys, is that there's about 1 in 3 children in 2016 were diagnosed as being clinically obese. That is not okay. So I knew that there was money to be made in this business. The hardest thing for a lot of people to understand is that it really is dependent on you. So because of that, we set up small goals for you to achieve. So your first month goals for a new coach, and this is just income business style wise, is you want to hit something called Success Club. Success Club is a points system that we have in this company to reward you for helping somebody get started on their health and fitness journey. Health and nutrition being the Shakeology, fitness being a workout program. So when you invite somebody and they order a workout program plus Shakeology through you, we call those a challenge pack, you get 2 Success Club points. You also earn a 25% commission. For example, right now, one of the biggest things that we are talking about is this all access feature. It is no lie, the Netflix of workouts. You have access to 400 workout programs through Beachbody, which is insane because this offer was not available when I was a coach. You have access to every Beachbody program, literally every single one ever created. And I know that you probably haven't heard of most of them because I didn't either. We have access to those for a whole year, plus Shakeology, plus those cute little colored portion control containers that I'm sure you've seen around. I'm not going to sit here and explain why you don't have to want to lose weight or why you don't want to have to gain weight to be on them. I simply follow the containers because I suck at eating vegetables. And if I don't follow them, I won't eat vegetables. So right now, that all access pass, for example, if somebody orders that through you, you earn 2 Success Club points. You also earn a $70 commission. Pretty cool for helping one person get started on their health and fitness journey, right? So every time you invite 3 people every single month and 3 people join your group in the month of March, by join your group, we run our group as a team. And we run it as a team because most of us are working full-time jobs or are in school. So we can't all run our own groups. It's too time consuming. I want to help you earn an income. I want you to help you build a business. And I want to do it together as a team. So when you help 3 people, they join our group, you get 2 points per person. So that would be Success Club 6. Those points translate into dollar amount. So for the Success Club trip that I had shown you the picture on the front of this webinar, which was the Bahamas and Jamaica cruise, that was an earned trip. I had helped at least 3 people every single month and had earned that trip for free. I don't say that we win trips because it's not you get your name pulled out of a hat. I helped at least 3 people every single month get started on the health and fitness journey, and I followed up with them and I made sure that they had great results. Because of that, Beachbody rewarded me. Not only financially did I earn a commission off of that, but I earned those points that translated into a dollar amount for me to be able to pay for that. So this year, the trip is to Punta Cana. Next year, it is to the Riviera Maya. I also earned the trip this year to Punta Cana. It is crazy. That was also another hesitation I had is, how do you earn trips? It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand. When I sat down and looked at the business model, I was like, all right, well, there's 30 days in a month. That's 1 person every 10 days. Like, I can do that. And I easily did. Okay, so the next goal is to become a success starter. So a success starter is when you hit that Success Club. So you help 3 people in your first month, 3 people in your second month, 3 people in your third month. When you do that, you earn a free ticket to our annual summit. Hands down, the coolest event other than the Success Club trips. At Summit, you will hear from people not in Beachbody, just in network marketing, motivational speakers, personal development gurus. You'll have insane amounts of amazing training from the top 10 coaches. And more than that, it's really where you see that this is so much bigger than you hiding behind your computer and you just talking to people on social media. That there is a slew of people out there that are changing other people's lives in the process of changing their own. And when you get to those events, it's like, you know, you can like touch that person on the face and you're like, oh, you are real. Like you're a real breathing person. But then more than that, it just makes you feel like I'm not alone in this, that other people get this. I'm not crazy for believing that this actually works if you make it work. So Summit this year is in New Orleans. So right now, if any of you are curious and actually serious about doing this, we work with you one-on-one closely. If you came to us and said, I want to become a success starter, I want to help 3 people every single month, right there, we would be with you right away. The coolest part about hitting Success Club 2 is that as coaches, most of us drink Shakeology every single month, okay? Every single month. So because of hitting Success Club, that covers your Shakeology. So at the very minimum, you're breaking even. You profit anywhere from $8 to $10, depending on what kind of challenge pack you're selling. To put it into example or perspective, I'm going to stop sharing my screen so I can explain this real quick. If you have 3 people join you with an all access pass, that is every single workout on Beachbody, plus Shakeology, plus containers. If you have 3 people buy that through you, you earn $70 every time somebody gets that. 70 times 3 is $210. Shakeology for coaches is anywhere from 96 to 97. It just depends on your zip code. Weirdly enough, it can go up or down $1. So it's about $96 to $97. That's one meal every single day of your month. That meal is about $3.13. I promise you, it's not only the healthiest meal of your day, but it is one of your cheapest meals, especially for somebody that doesn't meal plan and meal prep, which I don't think most of us do. It's hard. We're all in the habit of it. Ashley, you probably do it a lot more than most of us do. But you earn $70 for each of those all access passes that are ordered through you. So that profits you $210. As a coach, if you're drinking Shakeology, it's about 96 to 97. And then the only thing you are required to pay every month as a coach, the only thing, you don't have to drink Shakeology if you don't want to. You will fall in love with it. But the only thing you're required to pay is a $15.95 business fee. That $15.95 business fee holds your coach account, okay? It is giving you access to your website. It is paying for your website where all of your customers are coming. For example, when I was in Mary Kay, the biggest thing is you have inventory, right? You keep inventory on hand. So I didn't need a website. Everyone was coming to me to get product. Yet I was paying $40 for that website. $40, that's insane. So it's really nice to know that if you have 3 people every single month that join you, that would not only cover your shake, because your shake and your business fee is about $115 to $117. If you have 3 people order and profit $210, you're getting Shakeology for free, your business fee is covered, and you're profiting almost $100 by helping 3 people. That's crazy. That's so easy. And the coolest part is we teach you exactly how to do that. So to finish this off, the last kind of goal is to, right here, I have my earn your $100, is to become an Emerald coach. So a lot of cool things happen once you advance your business from a coach, which is just you, to an Emerald coach, which is 2 people that are on your team. Those 2 people are typically 2 of those 3 people that ordered a challenge pack through you. When you have 2 people join your team, you start to get free customer leads. So all the people that are awake in the middle of the night that are ordering off an infomercial, Beachbody will give you them as a customer. We teach you how to reach out to them, how to start a conversation, and how to invite them to a fitness group. You also start to earn a team cycle bonus. This is the part I'm not going to get into because it can be a little confusing. The biggest things for you guys to know right now is that you earn a 25% commission on all retail sales. More than that, if anybody subscribes to Beachbody On Demand, which is like our Netflix for workouts, just like you would type in netflix.com, type in Beachbody On Demand, and it is every workout program ever. And they just click play and that's it. It's on their phone and on the computer. You earn 15% every time somebody subscribes to Beachbody On Demand. Coolest thing beyond that, and just to kind of put a little bit of hope and dream into all of you, is that you earn quarterly bonuses as you advance your business. So quarterly bonuses are achieved at different ranks in the business, and at the highest rank, you can become a 15-star diamond. That shouldn't mean anything to any of you unless you're already a coach. So just crazily enough to put this into perspective, what the quarterly bonus was last year, so the end of 2016, for 15-star diamonds. Okay, the quarterly bonus. So they earned this like every 3 to 4 months, right? On top of what commission sales they're already making, on top of their team cycle bonuses, which is main income in this business, they earned $45,000 as a quarterly bonus. And that might scare the shit out of some of you. Some of you might be calling bullshit. We see it. They're paying outrageous taxes, to be honest, but they have the money to do so. And guys, it's not the dollar amount. It's not the dollar amount. So don't get hooked on that. Instead, It is the opportunity. It is all of the things that you don't have to say no to. It is all of the things that you get to do. It is being able to randomly buy a plane ticket tonight because you just feel like going to Paris tomorrow without having to worry about it because you don't have a boss to tell you no, you don't have a building that you're tied down to, and you don't have debt or you don't have anything holding you back. You can just go because you're in charge of your own life, right? So to wrap this up, what happens next? One, you would say yes, okay? You would start your fitness journey, and that would be in this group called Fit and Lean in 2017. Now, it's a little cheesy, but I'm a play on words kind of person. After that, you would get a welcome letter, and you would be invited to our team page, which is the Island of Warriors. As you can see, be proof of the product, invite people to join you, and read something positive. I have everything you need to know right in here. You would click on this and go from there. Just like in my fitness group, if you click on start here, there's tons of tools and resources for you to take advantage of, to meal plan, to meal prep, to cook, to whatever. After you're welcome to the team page, you will hop on a getting started right call with your coach. On that getting started right call, we're going to talk about what is your why? Why are you here? Why do you want to change something about your life? What do you want out of life? Like, why do you want more? Because most people don't. Most people just graduate from college or graduate from high school, they get a job because that's what they're supposed to do. They find security, they have those benefits, and God forbid if we don't have those benefits. And then you just do it every day. You do it every single day. And then you buy a house, you have a family, and then you wish and pray for Friday and you wish Monday doesn't come. And it just keeps going. And some of us are lucky enough to actually like what we do, which is really cool. But guys, you can still like what you do, but not have to do it, right? Liking what we do, half the part of liking it is that you want to do it, that you get to do it. But where it becomes something that we don't like is eventually one day you realize that you have to do this every day, okay? So we'll get on your getting started right call to talk about your why, your first month's goal, so reiterate everything we talked about, but go into more detail with that. We'll go over all of the fun little quirky questions that you answered on your new coach checklist. Like I'm going to ask what your favorite Disney movie is and where you want to travel to and what your favorite guilty pleasure is and things like that. Guilty pleasure as in like TV show, not like weird or what is that? Whatever I'm thinking of. Okay, anyway. Then you're going to be added to our accountability group. So that is the Fit and Lean group. Okay, we call it accountability group, fitness group, whatever you want to call it. That's when you're going to start working out, drinking Shakeology, and just showing up every day to hold yourself accountable. From there, you're going to jump into our 7-day training. Training is only 7 days. You learn everything in those 7 days. Because after that, guys, it's really just talking to people. That's really all this is. And you're supposed to be nervous. But the coolest part is that we tell you what to say, how to say it, and you just put your own flair on it. If I would use the word awesome and dude, but you would use amazing and girl, do that. That's fine. Other than that, we're just going to completely go over what the vital behaviors are, which we've talked about enough, figuring out what your business hours are, figuring out what kind of business tracker you want to follow, and then just repeating that every single day. Just doing your vital behaviors, working out, being proof of the product, posting, reading something motivational, and talking to people. Okay, my mouth is dry. I'm done talking. I'm done. Thank you. You guys are all awesome. I'm going to unmute all of you, whether or not you're a coach or not. Do you have any questions? Actually, I'm going to mute all of you. Unmute yourselves if you have any questions. If anything stuck out to you, if you had anything that was unclear, anything like that. I would love to hear from any of you. Anybody want to say or add anything? All right, cool. So I recorded this. I'm going to post this to my YouTube channel. I'm also going to post it in this events page. So this really was practice. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm happy that there's like at least more than me on here. The first time I did this, it literally was only me. But I still showed up and I did the whole call. It was kind of awkward, but anyway. I'm going to do this every single month, twice a month with my team. So we can get really good at it so that later on down the road, if you're like, Emily, yeah, I would like to tune in again when you weren't like scatterbrained all over the place. So thank you. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your night. I really appreciate you tuning in. And from here, if you guys were on the call, can you just comment in that events page if you were in the events page, or send a message to your coach just letting us know that you were on here in case I did miss you, so that I make sure to reach out to you. All right, thumbs up, bye.